Korean leader steps off train, meets Russian official staff. Reuters Tuesday, the 12th of September 2023 11:52 p.m. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has arrived in Russia by private train to the strains of a military band for talks with President Vladimir Putin, amid warnings from the United States they should not trade weapons. Kim left Pyongyang for Russia on Sunday on board his train, which sports a signature olive-green paint scheme, the North state media reported on Tuesday, accompanied by top arms industry and military officials. Video footage released by Russian state TV showed Kim dressed in a suit and smiling as he stepped off his train onto a red carpet at a station in the Russian Far East to be greeted by a welcome delegation. A military band arrayed on the platform at the railway station struck up soon afterwards. A Russian source with knowledge of the trip had told Reuters earlier that Kim had arrived on Tuesday morning, leaving his train to meet Russian officials in Kasan, the main rail gateway to Russia's Far East, before continuing on. Footage released by Oleg Kozhemyako, governor of Russia's far eastern Primorsky region, showed Kim, sat in a big white chair, talking with a delegation led by Alexander Kozlov, Russia's Minister for Natural Resources. Kozhemyako said the Russian delegation had discussed the potential launch this year of joint tourism and agricultural projects and hoped to deepen economic ties with North Korea. Kim does not travel abroad frequently, making just 7 trips away from his country and twice stepping across the inter-Korean border in his 12 years in power. 4 of those trips were to the North's main political ally China. It will be a fully fledged visit, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said. There will be negotiations between 2 delegations and after that, if necessary, the leaders will continue their communication in a one-on-one format. Discussions could cover humanitarian aid to North Korea and the United Nations Security Council resolutions imposed against the North, Russian officials said. U.S. officials, who first said the visit was imminent, said arms talks between Russia and North Korea were actively advancing and that Kim and Putin were likely to discuss providing Russia with weapons for the war in Ukraine. There has been no confirmation of the site of the summit, but Kim's train passed the junction for Russia's Pacific port of Vladivostok, where Putin was attending a conference, and headed northwards, Japan's Kyodo News and South Korean media reported, saying he might meet Putin at the Vostochny Cosmodrome. Speaking at the Eastern Economic Forum in Vladivostok, Putin said he was planning to go to the Vostochny Cosmodrome, more than 1,500 kilometers to the north, but did not say if he planned to meet Kim there. He said he had his own program for visiting the launch station, adding, "When I get there, you will know." Peskov said Russia's interests would dictate its policies. While implementing our relations with our neighbors, including North Korea, the interests of our 2 countries are important to us, and not warnings from Washington, Peskov was quoted as saying by Russian media. The makeup of Kim's delegation, including top defense industry and military officials with the notable presence of Munitions Industry Department Director Jo Chun-ryong, suggested an agenda heavy on defense industry cooperation, analysts said. South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol's office said many countries were watching with concern the summit between North Korea, which has been sanctioned by the United Nations, and Russia, which is a permanent member of the Security Council. As the president has said, "We hope Russia will act responsibly as a permanent member of the UN Security Council," a presidential official told reporters, speaking on condition of anonymity. On Monday, the U.S. urged North Korea to abide by its promise not to sell arms to Russia that could be used in the Ukraine war, which it said would violate Security Council resolutions. Get the latest news from thewest.com.au in your inbox. Sign up for our emails.